It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. I am thankful that you're hanging out with us today as we continue on our special Christmas week of music that we are including here on the Daily Doug. We have reached Thursday. It is Christmas Eve, and this is a Megan's Choice Day. My wife Megan said, you got to do this one. And a bunch of folks on our YouTube channel and on our Patreon said, yes, we agree with Megan. And so the song that we are looking at today is Fairytale of New York by the Pogues. So I must admit, I think as I read in today that I recognize this song. I have heard it before, but I haven't really ever given it the time and attention that it needs, I think. As I heard, I think part of the chorus, I'm like, yeah, I remember, this song sounds familiar. But it's going to be fun to dive in to see what the song is all about today. As I read in, the Pogues are described as a Celtic punk band. They formed in England in 1982. Their music is politically and socially informed by their punk point of view, but they make use of traditional Irish instruments, including the tin whistle, the banjo, the cittern, mandolin, and accordion. And the song was written by Jim Finer and Shane MacGowan, and it features Kirsty MacColl on vocals. They released it as a single back in 1987, and then later included it on their 1988 album, If I Should Fall from Grace with God. As I have read in, I realize that this song is extremely popular. First of all, they have millions and millions of views of this on their YouTube channel. But I read that in 2020, it was certified quadruple platinum. And according to The Telegraph, it's the most played Christmas song of the 21st century in the UK and Ireland. Interestingly enough, it looks like Shane MacGowan himself was born on Christmas Day. And sadly, we're just a few days past the anniversary of Kirsty MacColl's tragic passing in the year 2000. So the song follows an Irish immigrant's Christmas Eve reverie about holidays past while sleeping off a binge in a New York City drunk tank. And then an inebriated man sings a passage from an Irish ballad, and the narrator begins to dream of a former lover who is the female character in the song. And the song then turns into this sort of conversation between the couple as they reminisce on Christmas Eve about their youthful hopes and dreams that have been crushed by alcohol and drug addiction. So I wanted to have a little bit of a cocktail to follow along with the Pogues today. And I don't have any Irish whiskey in the house, but I do have some Scottish whiskey in the house. So we've got our Bruichladdich Port Charlotte out today. And so we're going to give a little pour on this one. And this will be our cocktail for today's selection. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to diving in. I see we've got the official video, so we'll be able to see what the video looks like as well. And I've read in on some of the lyrics, and this is going to be quite a fun ride, y'all. So let's look at the Fairytale of New York by the Pogues. Here we go.
It was Christmas Eve, babe.
Is that Matt Dillon?
Drunk tank,
I think it is.
an old man said to me, won't see another one. And then he sang a song, the rare old mountain
Then he sang a song, The Rare Old Mountain Dew. That's the name of a song, not a drink, I think. And turned my face away and dreamed about you. He's got an interesting vocal color.
got on a lucky one. Came in late
The cigarette smoking on the piano is a nice touch.
This year's for me and you. So happy Christmas.
It's a D, one
I
chord,
love you,
the four
baby.
chord.
I can see a better time.
So happy Christmas, I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all our dreams come true. Cheers.
They got cars big as bars, they got rivers of gold, but the wind goes right through you, it's no place for the old.
That's true.
When you first took my hand on a cold
Wind does go right through you in wintertime in
promised
New
me
York.
Broadway was waiting for me. You were handsome.
You were pretty queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they held out for more.
Sinatra was swinging, all the junk they were singing. We kissed on a corner,
Kissed on a corner, then danced through the
The
night.
boys of the NYPD choir were singing Go Away Babe, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day.
The whistle on the solo. It was fun.
You're a bum, you're a punk.
You're an old slut and junk lying there almost dead on a drip in that bed.
You scumbag, you maggot, you cheap, lousy faggot. Happy Christmas, you're
They're not happy with each other anymore.
The boys of the NYPD choir still singing Go Away Babe, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day.
Lovely. Just the four.
I could have been someone.
Basic chords, indeed.
Well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first
You
found
took your dreams from me when I first found you.
Kept them with me, babe.
No, I kept them with me.
I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I built my dreams around you. The boys of the NYPD choir still singing Go Away
I don't think the
Babe,
NYPD
and
has
the
a choir.
bells are ringing out for Christmas Day.
Those accented upper yada-dum. Right? Accented dissonances that resolve in. Right? It just heightens the sentimentality and the realness of this and the emotive quality of that when we have those accented dissonances that land on the downbeats. And that's it. That's a lot of song packed in to that short amount of time. Really fun, really fun. Now I have a good idea, I think, as to why this particular song is one of the most played and most cherished Christmas songs, at least in the UK and Ireland, of the past few decades. It's not tacky. It's not separated from reality. It just highlights the fact that a lot of people struggle at Christmas time. We talked about this a little bit yesterday with the Moody Blues tune, December Snow. And the songs like this can remind us of the very real divide between those that have much and those that have little. And as I look through it, in the end, it's a song about hope, I think. A song to encourage us to face the odds with courage and with intention, and that we shouldn't have to do it all alone, all by ourselves. In the end, they realize they can't make it all by themselves, and that our relationships, or in this case, their relationships, it changes us, and it gives our dreams for our life added context and meaning. In the last verse, I could have been someone. Well, then they answer, well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you. And then he answers, I kept them with me. And I put them with my own. I can't make it all alone, but I've built my dreams around you. Really, really fascinating stuff. The Pogues, I don't think that they set out to make a commercially successful Christmas song. They may have wanted it to be commercially successful, but I think they just made one that's real and not overly sentimental. And in the end, they kind of made this anti-Christmas song. There's some off-color language in there. There's people that are, lying there almost dead on a drip in that bed, right? Drug addiction. This is real stuff that's happening. And in the end, they're making this sort of anti-Christmas song that ended up being just the right kind of Christmas song for our current generation. And I think that's why it's so universally liked. And we kind of get it, Fascinating. Fascinating tune. That's so much fun, though. Their sound is quite unique. It reminds me of going to Celtic fests, and especially we used to live in Kansas City. We would go to the Irish Festival every year and hear music that sounds a lot like this with similar stories. And this one just happens to be a story that takes place at Christmas time. So to the Pogues, I raise my glass. To you all, I raise my glass. Cheers, everybody. Merry Christmas to all of you. We've got one more special Christmas episode that is going to be dropping tomorrow, so I hope that you will enjoy that one. For now, I think that's all for today. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.